Greetings, boys and girls. Maniacal Michael here this evening, coming to you direct from the outside porch of Bubby's shack. Yeah. In the little wee Legend Missouri Meerschaum tonight, I've got some Nob Hill tobacco that I picked up from Telford's Pipe and Cigar, and the remains of some black magic woman that got a little too wet. That Dottle, yes. I took that and sprinkled that on the top from yesterday's mosey and added that to the Nob Hill smoke, and it's not too bad. It's about halfway done, and I've been enjoying it. I wanted to say that the Limerick contest that Joffrey has gotten going has really been taken off, and it's wonderful to see how much participation has already taken place from so many members of the YouTube community. And hey, kudos to all you boys and girls. I haven't seen any girls on there yet. But to all the lads that have contributed entries to the Limerick contest, well done. And it's just been proving to be a lot of fun. It's a little chilly con carne out here, probably about -3, -4 degrees Celsius. But us hardy folks up here in the Great White North can deal with that, you know. So I was going to do a little review on some de-alcoholized beers. Yeah, de-alcoholized beers, because not everybody likes to, to get drunk. They want to drink and, still have that nice enjoyment of the beer flavor, at least I'm assuming they do, but not have the after effects of the alcohol. So for quite a long time, I was drinking nothing but de-alcoholized beer that you can actually pick up at the regular superstore or grocery store down the street, And they've got all sorts of different brands. Well, in my neighborhood, we've got about 4 different brands. And yesterday I was at the superstore, and I picked up a 6-pack for $4.44 of this stuff called President's Choice Lager Brew. Yeah, that's what it was all on the can. Well, I took this stuff home, and I cracked open one of these cans, and I poured it into a beer glass, sort of like this here. And it had a nice little foamy head to it, and it had kind of a straw-colored yellow coloration to it, and nice little bubbles going up and down. And I thought, hey, this doesn't look too bad. So I took a sniff, and it had sort of a citrusy kind of smell going with the flavor, or with the aroma coming off the head of this thing. And I thought, not bad. So I took a sip. And oh my gosh, I don't know what happened between the time I opened up that can to the time I took a sip of this stuff, but something took the body away from this completely. It was just shot. I think tonic water has more body to it than this garbage had. But I will say one thing, it's very inexpensive. It has 60 calories in the can, that's all. And if you want something just to slake your thirst, and you don't want to drink water, this is the way to go. Get some of that garbage, and for $4.44, hey, it's a substitute to water, and it almost looks like beer. It'll have you fooled, if you catch it out of the side of your eyeball. The taste, though, won't fool you. Now, having said that, I've never really tried a lager before, at least that I'm aware of. So I thought I would go to the government liquor store and pick up a real genuine lager. And they had a number of single cans of different lagers. And this is one that I picked up. What the heck's that say on top? Because it's backwards right now. It says Salzburger Stiegl beer. Yeah, Salzburger Stiegl beer. And this stuff here is a 500 milliliter can, and I think it's got 5% ABV. And this is the remains of of the glass. When I poured it initially, it had about a half a finger worth of foam or head, and it was doing its little bubbly thing real nice. Lots of, what do you call that, carbonation, just zipping up through. It tickled my tongue. That's what I'm calling that, tickling my tongue. That's the way that felt. And when I sipped this stuff, there's body there. There's a smoothness there. There's a bit of a hoppy after, what do you call it, finish, after taste there. It's kind of on the sweet side. But the main thing is there some substance to this lager. Yeah, look at that. We'll swish it around and get a little foamy action going there. But yeah, look at how nice and clear that is. A nice amber color. And 5% ABV. I'm really not into the alcohol that much. I'm doing it for the flavor. I'm not doing it so much to, to get pissed and to kind of reel around. That's not the point of drinking as far as I'm concerned. It's to get that nice little girly glow going, and that's about it. So, anyway, I'm going to do some more reviews of the de-alcoholized beer because there are some that are actually good. One that I enjoy immensely is called O'Doul's Amber. And that's got a real nice body to it and real nice flavor, and I can't speak highly enough of that stuff. And you pick that stuff up in the same store that this other garbage cost $4.48 or $4.44. This one 6-pack cost you about twice as much of that. So it's still pretty decent. Good smoke. Green Horse Pipe Smoker. Featured a vid recently about how he transports his pipe paraphernalia around. He showed you a little fisherman's friend tin of mint tin, and he had his tobacco in there and a lighter and the thing oops over and all that. Yeah, okay. Anyway, he was talking about how do people take their stuff around. Okay, this is what I use. It's just nothing more than a faux velvet pouch. That, as you can see, it has these drawstrings at the top, so it'll put everything together quite nicely in this good-sized pouch. And in it, I normally keep a little extra tobacco and some pipe cleaners right there. I've got them. I keep them separate, of course, in baggies. I've got some gum in there and some extra matches and stuff like that. And depending on where I'm going, if I'm going out for a mosey, I'll take Flieger's moseying pint tamper with me. But just around the house and all that sort of stuff, I'll generally take the check tool with its 3 little utensils, so to speak. I'll drop one of my lighters in it, usually my Zippo, because if I'm going outdoors, the Zippo is the thing to have. That little butane lighter that I have, that's that little flexion job. That's worthless out in the great white north, where the wind blows and it just poofs that little flame right out. Kind of piece of junk. Just lasted. So that's what I use. That's what I carry my stuff around in. Works well. Certainly not hard cased, so I have to be careful. Stick it in my pocket, stick it in my backpack, whatever, and away I go. So that's what's happening. A little bit of a lager beer review with this stuff. Pretty decent. Yeah, by the way, it was about $2.50 for one of these cans, Canadian, at the liquor store. So there you are, Nob Hill and the Missouri Meerschaum with a little sprinkling of Black Magic Woman. Yeah, that was pretty decent. And I'm just going to finish my pipe, not get interrupted by some bearded mook that's over here talking all the time, and just enjoy life. And I hope you guys and girls are doing likewise. So, the Maniacal Michael is signing out.
Es fließt aus dem Fass, das köstliche Nass, das Salzburger Stiegelbier.